Hey guys, a little more makeup on today than yesterday. It is Monday, and look at who's here with me. Can we get, oh, there she is, in all her splendor and glory. So we've had a busy day. I'm tired, so I took oh my goodness, here she comes. So I took a break. Oh my goodness, I'm right on top of you, sorry. Let me get organized. Oi. So anyway, we took a break over here. You want to say hi? You always want to be in the video. I have my fan going and I turned on the light. So what we did is we stopped here at a disclosed location in a parking lot that has lots and lots of stores. And so we went to, well, I went to PetSmart and I got her some doggy food, and I got her, you know what, I got to get another pillow from the house and so I can be up. I actually have one that you can sit, you know, like where you do the sitting, like it's actually to help you sit up. But yeah, so sorry. Why do I always have problems when I'm on here? Anyway, it's a thing. But we were out to the storage unit today, and I built shelves today in the storage unit. I have to be out of my stick and brick by the 15th. I stayed up till 3:35 last night because I'm doing this mostly by myself. My family's not available to do it, and not very often anyway. I think maybe only 2 more Sundays. That's all they can give me. So, but I do have a friend coming on Thursday. Thank you, Leanne. Because she's going to help me to take stuff down to storage. I already built the shelves, so thank God I didn't wait and tell her she had to help me. Look at my hair, it's in my eyes. Good Lord. Lord help me with this hair. But at any rate, till 3:35, working on packing. I have so many boxes packed already. You know what it's like. You know, moving is never fun, y'all. And I don't have a lot of furniture. All it really is going to be is like clothes. I have 4 TVs. Why do I have 4 TVs? Well, because I had a gym and I had, you know, different parts of the house because if somebody visited and they want to stay in another room, you know. But anyway, so right now, I don't have time to sell anything. So what I'm going to do is just put it all in there and then start selling. Doesn't mean I'm going to sell over there in the storage unit, but if somebody wants something, I can at least, you know, meet them part way or something. But I don't need 4 TVs. I don't even need 1. But I'm going to keep maybe 2 because if I have my tiny house, well, maybe only 1 then because I have a tiny home, right? So that's the thing, is when I'm done doing this for about 3 years, I'd like to get my cabin in the woods, tiny, you know, like a tiny home. And that's the goal, so I can save the money. So, but I'm tired. Like, I'm really tired. I've been doing this for days. You know, one night was 2 o'clock in the morning. One night was 1 o'clock in the morning. Last night, I didn't even realize it was 3:35. And I went, oh my gosh. So I went to bed. And then I got up by like 9, I think. 9:30 at the latest. No, it was 9. Sorry, 9 o'clock. Because I had to be at the storage unit by around 10:15. I made it by 10:30. But, and the lady was so nice, you guys. So, just so sweet. And I need a spot for the teardrop trailer. At least for a while. I just love that thing. But at the same time, this is just so much nicer. I have a big bed. I have, you know, everything in here. I don't have to go to another facility to go to the bathroom. I'm basically self-contained. Let me move my hair. It's bothering me, you guys. But then I'll be self-contained and I won't have to, you know, be like, hey, I got to go and find the bathroom in the campground, or I got to go walk, you know. Everything's in here. So I stopped today finally after going to storage, and I actually met a friend at storage. It was so nice. So, hey, Matt. I met him over there and we were just chilling, you know, just talking. And then I left and I said, well, let me go get the dog. Well, at least I'm going to try this, like 1 or 2 cans of food. And So I did, and I got her some treats as well. And these are new treats. And oh my gosh, it's the same company. It always says bakery on the front because it's specific for dogs. But it's like a doggy bakery. So, oh my gosh, she loved these things. So I have to be careful how many she eats. So they look like little doggy bones, but they're soft. And they're not bones. You know, it's like a cookie. So she had 2 of those. They're little. And I ordered my sandwich, and I had half of my sandwich here. And by sandwich, I mean like a sub type thing. So I had half of it, and I ate that. I used my potty in here because I didn't want to run to the store. I could have gone across the parking lot. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. So, and plus, I just don't want to go with him pee in somebody's place and leave, But I thought, I've got everything I need right now. So I'm actually just in the parking lot, and I said, I'm tired, and I do not want to have a problem driving home. I don't think I would, but I think this is good practice, in a safe area that I know. And now I wouldn't stay here all night, obviously, because it's not, like there's a Target. I'll just tell you a couple of stores. There's a Target here. There's a Jersey Mike's, PetSmart, and what else is there over here? Oh, there is a Black Bear, which is a diner. So, and I like Black Bear Diner, but they're not open 24/7. So, there's different stores like that around. There's more stores than a few I mentioned. But I keep picking my head up because there's this car that just keeps going around and around and around. It's a white car, too. I'm like, what are you looking for, buddy? I locked myself in to the point where it went beep, and I put my 2 side shades up. I got my window open like that much on the top, but I put the 2 side shades up. The side door does not open. I made sure of that, and I've even got furniture right there. Even if you got it open, all you're going to hit is like a wall, so you're not going to do very well for yourself. But the back door should be fine too. I know there's a different way to lock it from the outside. I've seen people have different locks on it, and I may choose to get those type of locks in the near future. But this is very comfortable. This is my full double bed, a full-size bed, and I don't have to fall off the bed because I have a day bed at home that I'm currently resting on and sleeping on. But with Missy Ma'am here that wants to be on top of me. See, she's content now because she saw y'all, and she knows she's on video, and she's going back to sleep. But I did take her for a walk. She did her business. She did her business before we left the house. She did her business when we were out. And always keep my, she's on a leash at all times. I'm one of those, I leave my dog on a leash at all times because she's small. And, if anything goes wrong, she's more skittish too, but she will fight you. But I don't want any problems, so I just keep her on the leash. So I took her for a walk, and she did her business, like I said. She's eaten now. I think it's getting more noisy because it's getting closer to 5, isn't it? I think here it is. I'm just thinking out loud. So, yeah. I think that's what it is. So people are getting out of work, they're going to go over to the Target. Maybe they're going to go out to eat, maybe run in and get something, even at Daiso. That's what's going on. People are out of school by now. But see, I don't want to get the school buses. So I'm like, well, where can I do? I'm tired. I have a fan that's perfect. I love this fan. I wish I had 2 more, just like I may get them. I got it at Amazon. I told you guys about that. You can hang that fan too. So if I can figure out a way to hang that fan, man, there's going to be one in the opposite corner so that there's a cross breeze. That's what I used to do. And it holds a charge beautifully. So just charge it, off your power banks, or just plug it in, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to recharge everything while I have the house. And then at work, I know I have a plug. I'm sure they're going to say, Mary, you can charge one thing. I'm not going to put plugs everywhere, but at least let me charge one thing. And they will. They're not going to, be like, no, you can never charge that. So they're pretty cool and chill, and they know I'm doing this. So I'm thinking, you guys, maybe 3 years of this, and I may go longer, but 3 years minimum. It's raining. Oh, I like being in a vehicle when it's raining. It's so nice. It's relaxing. That's that white noise, like they call it. Yeah, it's raining. Okay. Anyway, so, but if I could do this for 3-4 years, at least at minimum, and save, pay everything off, you gotta pay off your debt. I don't want to have debts. The only thing at that point I would do is get land with I always say the cabin in the woods, because there are places out here that have those. And I mean, they're not shabby. Some of them, yeah, they are. They look like an outhouse, But, and some of them just are like, the shell is there. People started doing it, and then I guess decided against it. Or maybe they moved. Maybe their job moved on. But what I would like to do at that point then is just have a nice place, a small place. I don't need a lot, because I'm packing my clothes. Y'all, downsize ahead of time. And really, just do it, because I'm going to tell you why. Because I've got these clothes, and I'm like looking at them going, where do I think I'm going? I'm not 25. I'm not 20. I'm not, what did I say? My hair is a disaster. I'm so sorry. It's been windy out today, too. Well, because the rain was coming. But, so yeah, I'm like, what do I think I'm doing? Sweatshirts, sweatpants, jeans, nice tops, and, about 4 or 5 pairs of jeans, and basically 4 or 5 nice tops, and whatever t-shirts you want. If you want to exercise, have 4 or 5 outfits, basically 4 or 5 of everything, and be done with it. Guys, now don't laugh, I have like 4 large size Sterilite boxes, those plastic ones you get at Target, Walmart. There goes the airplane. I have like 4 big ones full of hangers. So that's telling you how many things I've had. Like, what am I doing? And I still have to go home and clean out the rest of another closet. I'm like, what was I thinking? What do any of us think? It's like when you're out in the moment, you see something. Oh, that's so cute. What I started to do was, if I bought one new thing, I got rid of 2 things. And I started doing that a few months ago. But now I've just stopped buying anything at all, because I'm like, well, what am I doing? I've got like 4 skirts. I don't wear skirts. What am I doing? See, when I taught in the regular school system, I had dresses and skirts and dress pants. You have to look a certain way. I have to be very professional look, but that's not my life right now. I'm teaching music in the studio. It's pretty chill. You can wear jeans as long as you have a nice top. You don't want to go in like a whole sweatpants outfit, and look like you were up on a ladder painting. But, like if you're looking decent and clean, they're fine. Like, I've had a t-shirt over a long sleeve shirt with my jeans, especially on a Saturday. It's more chill. But yeah, I'm like, what am I doing? So guys, look at your closet and go, what am I doing? I have so many sneakers. I could start a store. Right now I have about 22 boxes full of stuff. And I'm not done. Hence the storage unit. So I want to, in about 6 months, when I settle down from all of this, I want to go back in there and go, wait a minute. Have I worn this? No. Do I need this? No. Let's get about 5, 6 more bags gone and another box empty. And then, another 3 months go by. Okay, we're going to do that halfway through check and do it again. Just start doing it, because there are other people that need it more than we do, really. And I mean, if they can walk in and get a blouse for $2, instead of 15 or 30 or whatever, it would be helpful, right? And plus, you're helping your community. So I don't need all this stuff. Do we ever need all that stuff we have? Probably not. But anyway, So I'm going to relax here. I just want to touch base with you and tell you all that, hey, I'm in here. This is my big old bed. As you can see, it's big enough. And of course, the dog, yeah, she's on top of me again, but she will always be on top of me. But at least I'm not falling off the bed. Like, there's room. Like, if I would make her move over a little, she would move over about 4 or 5 inches. I'd scoot over that way, and I would never fall off the bed. But at home, right now with the day bed, oh my gosh, because it's a twin size bed, right? So I'm like, I'm going to fall on the floor. And my friends are like, do you have a rug on your floor? No. So, no. We have that, what do you call that stuff? Plank, vinyl, whatever, flooring in there. And so, I mean, if you fall on the floor, you're going to hit the floor. So I don't want to do that. And it's been a struggle. And then I'm going to bed so late, and I'm trying to get up early, but yeah, it's just not. Anyway, I have this weird shadow on my face. So I understand, Minivan Lee, what you say when you go, hey, what's with the lighting? Look at it. It looks like my whole face here is like dirty or gray. No, I'm clean. I just, that's a shadow. But at any rate, oh, I wasn't clean when I got done doing them shelves. Oh, guys, I hate working with metal. Now, maybe some of you love it, but I do not like putting in screws and washers behind the screws and, you know, trying to get these metal pieces together, because it was one of those type of shelves. After this, all plastic shelves, all right? And just, that's it. Call it a day. If you want to make it look a little better, get your cubbies and put them up, you know, upend them so that they're taller, and have maybe 2 of them with stuff on it, and call it a day. I'm going to take a rest. So I'm going to get off of here. I don't want to be as long as I usually am. I do want to get off. I do want to take a little bit of a rest. I'm going to turn this light out, let the fan run for a while. We're perfectly comfortable in here. It stopped raining. I like the rain. So I like it, especially when I'm in a vehicle. But yeah, I'm going to take a rest. I'm tired. And when I don't have makeup on, you know what I look like. And last night I looked at, I literally have bags under my eyes. I don't get that normally. I mean, these were bags, like, you know, like luggage, right? And it was just like, no. So I'm going to take a little rest here. I'm going to time myself so I don't overstay my welcome. You know, people shop around this plaza, so I mean, like maybe an hour or 2 hours at the most. And there's another side to this plaza. So technically, if you wanted to, you probably could do like an hour and a half on this side and then go move to the other side. I'm not going to play that game, but you could. I mean, it's huge, this place, so you can move around. Nobody would bother you. But I'm going to take a quick nap and then get in the vehicle. Well, I am in the vehicle. Get up to the pilot's chair, as they say, and go ahead and take myself home, and then work probably till I drop again. So, and then tomorrow I have work. So we'll see if I make it. We'll see how I feel. Because I'm just overdoing it. But I have to. That's like 2 weeks. That's it. So I'll get it. I'll get done. So y'all pray for me. And you know what I always say, love one another as the Lord has loved you. And definitely do pray for one another. I mean, geez. And if you see a need, please fill it. Like if you see somebody struggling and they, you know, because like I said, I don't have any help. Trying to do this all by myself. And I don't know who to ask. And I don't know a lot of people. So I'm kind of stuck, you know. And if I'm setting up stuff in a storage unit, I certainly can't be working in the house. If I'm working in the house, I'm not at the storage unit. So how do you get everything out? You know, so it's just rough, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And when we get there, we will celebrate. You can celebrate with me. And I did ask God for a birthday present. And I said, please, if you want this place to sell, do it by my birthday. He's doing it well before my birthday. So that's his birthday present to me. So that'll be done. The trailer will have a home for a while until I sell that. And then the only other thing I have is a piano. And I may just call someplace to take it. Just come and take it. I hate to do that because, you know, like if you call 1-800-JUNK or call, there's that, what do they call them? College movers, college, something with the word college in it. Anyway, I'll look for it. But they used to donate stuff. I remember that, at least back in Texas. I don't know if they still do, but if they do that, I would gladly say, here, just take this. If you know of anybody at all, they can just have it for free. And I'm not trying to make a killing on anything. So, oh, sheesh, that was a big truck that went by. Anyway, so if I don't be quiet, I'm going to go and get some rest. So I need to get some rest, and then I can get up, and I'll be fit to drive. And my friend here, she just took a big breath, like, so she's definitely resting, but she's had a good day. And Minnie Van Lee is right. When you are in a van, you will do. She lost weight, she said, when she got in the van. I hope, girl, Miss Minnie Van Lee, I hope so, because I could lose about 7 pounds, be like, nothing. Let's do about 14 pounds. But you walk your dog. You're more active because you're walking more. You're out and about. Don't eat crazy though. You get back in, but I don't feel like it when I'm in here. It's like, it's funny because like when you're home, you're like, oh, let me eat this, let me eat that. Even when I went and got a sandwich today, the girl said, would you like chips? And I kind of looked at it, because once in a while I'll eat them, but I'm like, yeah, no. So I really just got the sandwich, and I did get a drink. And not the healthiest, but at least I'm not doing the chips and the drink and the cookie and the this and the that like I used to do. I just don't want it. And I think it's because you're more active, like Miss Minnie Van Lee said, and you're just doing things. You know, you're not bored. I'm not going to be bored. Worst case scenarios, I can go over to the storage unit, park it over there, and go through some of the stuff in there and start to downsize. I already have 2 piles on the side, one for my grandkids for school supplies, one for her school teacher at her school, because I used to teach school. And then I've got tons, just tons giveaway. Tons. I have 12 towels and bags to give to a veterinarian, you know, or more than one clinic if necessary. And it's because I'm one person. What did I think I was going to do? What do I need all these towels for? I'm not putting them on the floor. Minnie Van Lee uses hers in a certain way, and I admire that. I mean, I think that's the smartest thing ever, but it's like I'm not, that just doesn't work for me. I like the way she does it, but I would not have that patience, girl. So anyway, but watch her channel, Minnie Van Lee. Check out her books. They're on Amazon. I keep saying I'm going to talk to you about mine. We have to do that soon in another video, because, yeah, I need to get that going. Just if I sold like 2 a month, I'd be thrilled, you know. But you gotta promote. If you don't promote, it doesn't, you know, nobody knows you got it. But anyway, it's 23 minutes. I'm kind of looking at the time here. So just help one another, please, and love one another as the Lord has loved you, because he does love you. And whether you're in agreement politically on, you know, what side you're on, but blah, 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 who cares? Because let me tell you what the equalizer is. When we all take a dirt nap, you know what I mean? It don't matter what you were. If you were Republican, Democrat, if you were an alien that just got off the little green, you know, with the green men on the spaceship, it isn't gonna matter. There's only one way in, y'all, and one way out. I know that sounds pretty morbid, but only one way in and one way out. And you gonna hold somebody's hand, like, and they gonna go with you when you go out? Most likely not. So you're on your own. So I would get to know Jesus real quick. and have him front and center, so that he's the one that greets you on the other side. Because you don't go over there and have something else greet you on the other side. Just saying, like, you know, and like people say, oh, well, you're crazy, you know, for believing that way, you know, because I know people say that. Well, okay, but I have a belief, and if you're wrong, because you think I'm wrong, right? But if you're wrong, and you got to meet that other something on the other side, oh, well, I can't help you then. Nobody can. But if I'm right, and I have my belief, and I get to go be with the Lord, then have I lost anything by believing in it? Of course not. It hasn't cost me anything. So I you know, that was one way I started looking at it years ago. So, but yeah, the Lord is good. God is good, and He will help us. So, but in the meantime, also help one another. So, because He does expect that of us, you know. And besides, it's the right thing to do, whether you believe in it or not. Say you're a non-believer. Well, how about being nice to somebody? How about smiling at somebody? How about saying hi? And if you see somebody drop something, pick it up and hand it to them. That didn't cost you nothing. So be kind, be good to one another, love one another, and help one another. And in the meantime, I'm going to get off here, take a little bit of a nap for maybe about 45 minutes, get up, go home, and start working again. So, I'll see you in the next video. I'm just going to take a rest here. So, bye. I'll see you in the next video. So you know what I'm going to say. Aloha nui loa. Love you much. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you so much for listening. And aloha ke akua. God is love. See you in the next video. Aloha.